Hi, my name is Siti and welcome back to the channel where we make educational technology easy for you. In today's video, I'm going to dive into Google Slides and I'm going to show you a little trick that's going to allow you to lock certain elements into place so students don't accidentally move them around. Let's dive into it with another flipped classroom tutorial. Now the example here will show you exactly what I'm talking about. We have two different text boxes and I can move these around my slide. So let's go ahead and move these up and down. There we go. But the map is locked in place. The map cannot be moved, but the text boxes can. So first things first, let's create a new slideshow. You can do this by simply typing slides.new or diving into your Google Drive and creating a new file. I'm going to go ahead and do the slides.new trick. Slides.new. This is going to create a new slideshow for me, and the first thing I want you to do is get rid of all the distractions. If you have speaker notes, close them. If the themes pop up, simply click on this little X and this will create more real estate on your screen. We're going to get rid of everything that's already on our slide and we can delete that as well. Now, make sure that you have an activity in mind, and I'm going to use a similar map activity. So I'm going to now start by creating my locked elements, and that's where we begin. We always begin with the elements that will need to be locked. So I'm going to go to Insert, I'm going to look for an image, search the web. Now the image I'm looking for is again a map of Thailand, so I'm going to type Thailand map. There we go, we're going to find the map I want to use, and then we're going to insert this map. Now make sure that you arrange all the elements on your slideshow exactly how you want them to be locked, and do that now. So we're going to move this, let's say slightly to the middle, and this is how I want it to be locked. I'm even going to add a little title, and I don't want my students to be able to move this title. So place the names onto the map. This will become my locked page. Next thing we're going to do is title our document. So let's title this Map Locked Thailand. There we go. Give it a title that you can easily recognize and find, because that will make everything much easier down the line. Once you've done that, all that's left for us to do is download an image. So we're going to click on File, and then we're going to go to Download as PNG. Now we're selecting PNG because this gives us the best quality of image. We have our image. We can now go ahead and delete everything on our slideshow. Now, you might be wondering, why did you do that and why didn't you just download the image of the map? Well, the reason why is because once it's been designed onto a slide and you download that image, the image will have the exact same dimensions as your slide. That means we can now upload this image, lock it in place, and then we don't have to worry about resizing it or the dimensions. Blank slide. Right click on that slide and select Change Background. Now what are we going to set as our background? That's right, our locked image. So let's go ahead and choose Image, drag and drop or navigate to where the image was located. We're going to click on Done, and we now have a background locked in place and we cannot change it. As you can see, I cannot select this, I cannot move this. Now it's time to move on to the second part of our activity and add the movable elements. Now let's go to our shapes and let's just draw a number of different shapes. Let's start with the first one. This is going to be Bangkok. And then we draw another shape and that will be Chiang Mai. There we go. All done. When I share this document with my students, they cannot move the map, but they can still move these boxes around. Now what's great about this is that you can put anything in the background. This could be squared paper, it could be your own design, it could even be a watermark that you want to have on your slideshows. Now this way, students cannot move the image. Now I will dive into the comment section below to find out exactly how you are going to be using this in your lessons, because I'm excited to see all these amazing ideas shared. If you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like below and share it to a colleague or friend. Again, thank you for watching, and in the meantime, you can watch some more videos. I will see you in the next one.